Have you ever been so utterly engrossed in something, a book, a creative project, a complex problem, that hours melted away like minutes, the world around you faded into a blurry background, and even the need to eat or sleep seemed utterly irrelevant? It's that profound feeling of intense immersion where nothing else seems to exist. For many, this state of deep concentration is a fleeting, sometimes desired experience. But for others, particularly individuals with conditions like attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, and autism spectrum disorder, it's a powerful, often uncontrollable force known as hyperfocus. Far from a simple attention deficit, hyperfocus reveals a fascinating complexity in how our attention systems truly work. Today, we're going to unravel the mystery of hyperfocus, what it is, why it happens, and crucially, how we can understand and work with it, transforming its potential challenges into powerful advantages and integrating it thoughtfully into our lives. Let's begin by defining hyperfocus. At its core, hyperfocus is an intense and sustained state of concentration on a specific task, activity, or interest. You become profoundly absorbed, losing awareness of external stimuli, the passage of time, and sometimes even basic physiological needs. Think of it like a laser beam focusing all your mental energy on one point, to the exclusion of everything else. It's not just deep concentration, it's an extreme form where disengagement becomes difficult. While not a formal diagnostic criterion in clinical manuals like the DSM-5, it's a widely reported and researched phenomenon, especially among those in the neurodivergent community. It's strongly associated with conditions like ADHD, where it might seem contradictory to the very idea of an attention deficit. But this isn't about lacking attention, it's about differences in attention regulation. For individuals with ADHD, this intense focus often occurs when engaging in activities they find inherently fun, rewarding, or stimulating. This is thought to be linked to abnormally low levels of dopamine in the brain's frontal lobes, making it challenging for individuals to shift attention away from rewarding activities once engrossed. We also observe hyperfocus in autism spectrum disorder and to some extent schizophrenia. Now, let's talk about the two sides of this remarkable coin. On one hand, hyperfocus is often described as a superpower. When channeled effectively, it can be an incredible asset. Imagine a software engineer coding for hours, completely immersed, solving a complex problem that others found impossible. Or an artist losing themselves in a canvas, producing a masterpiece in a single sitting, unaware of the passing night. This intense absorption can lead to phenomenal productivity, enhanced creativity, improved problem-solving abilities, and a deeper motivation to excel. It can foster incredible resourcefulness and even boost learning and memory retention because you're so deeply processing the information. Many accomplished individuals, particularly those who are neurodivergent, attribute significant achievements to their ability to hyperfocus, using it to produce exceptional output in their chosen fields. However, the flip side reveals significant challenges. The uncontrolled nature of hyperfocus can become a real liability. You might become so engrossed that you forget to eat, drink, or sleep, leading to exhaustion and neglecting your basic self-care. Picture someone so absorbed in a new game or a research rabbit hole that they miss important meetings, forget to pick up their children, or neglect crucial household chores.
This can lead to missed deadlines, procrastination on less engaging but critical tasks, and even strained personal relationships when partners or family members feel ignored or unimportant. Over time, this uncontrolled state can lead to severe burnout, as the body and mind are pushed beyond their limits without adequate rest or replenishment. It's this profound impact, both positive and negative, that makes hyperfocus such a trending and vital topic, driving discussions around how to best manage it. You might also wonder how hyperfocus differs from the often discussed flow state. Both involve deep immersion and intense concentration. However, flow is typically described in more positive, optimal, and controlled terms, often associated with a sense of joy, effortlessness, and a balance between challenge and skill. Hyperfocus, while sometimes pleasurable, can be less voluntary and more disruptive, making it harder to disengage even when you know you should. It's the difference between intentionally diving deep into a calm pool and being unexpectedly swept away by a powerful current. The debates around hyperfocus are fascinating. Should it be formally recognized in diagnostic manuals? How do we reconcile attention deficit with this intense focus, reinforcing that ADHD is about attention regulation? Is it truly a superpower or a liability? And what about gifted individuals, where hyperfocus can sometimes mask underlying ADHD symptoms, making accurate diagnosis more complex? These are all important questions that underscore the need for more dedicated academic research into its cognitive and neural underpinnings. So, how do we navigate this powerful state? How can we harness its strengths while mitigating its drawbacks? The key lies in understanding, awareness, and practical strategies. First, cultivate self-awareness. Recognize when you're starting to hyperfocus and on what tasks. Is it something genuinely productive and aligned with your goals, or is it a distraction from more important duties? Knowing your triggers and preferred hyperfocus activities is the first step. Second, utilize external reminders and structured scheduling. Set alarms or timers to prompt breaks, meals, or to switch tasks. Schedule your hyperfocus time deliberately, perhaps dedicating a specific block of time to a deep work project, but then scheduling non-negotiable breaks and transitions to avoid losing yourself entirely. Prioritize your most important tasks and consciously try to direct your hyperfocus towards those. Third, create a distraction-free environment whenever possible. Minimize notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and let others know when you need uninterrupted time. If you can control your environment, you can better control what you hyperfocus on, ensuring it's aligned with your intentions. Fourth, enlist accountability support. This could be a trusted friend, family member, or colleague who can gently check in with you or remind you of upcoming deadlines. Sometimes a simple external nudge is all it takes to break the spell of hyperfocus. Fifth, practice mindfulness. Simple mindfulness exercises can help build your ability to observe your attention, recognize when you're deeply engrossed, and consciously choose to shift focus when necessary. This strengthens your metacognitive awareness, your awareness of your own thought processes. And finally, actively direct your hyperfocus towards meaningful goals. If you know you have this incredible capacity for deep work, strategically apply it to areas that truly align with your values, career aspirations, or personal growth. This turns a potentially chaotic force into a powerful, intentional engine for achievement. Cognitive behavioral therapy techniques can also be highly beneficial in developing these self-regulatory skills.
The future of understanding hyperfocus looks promising, with more researchers like Hupfeld, Abogus, and Shaw exploring novel assessments and its underlying cognitive and neural mechanisms. As experts like Russell Barkley and Kathleen Nadeau continue their invaluable work, and organizations like ADDA and ADDtude offer invaluable resources, our collective understanding will only deepen. In conclusion, hyperfocus is a complex, double-edged sword. It's not simply a deficit of attention, but rather a unique way some brains regulate and direct it. By understanding its mechanisms, recognizing its benefits and drawbacks, and implementing practical strategies, we can move beyond simply reacting to hyperfocus. We can learn to skillfully wield this intense mental power, transforming it from a potential disruptor into a powerful tool for creativity, productivity, and personal fulfillment. Embrace your unique attentional style and empower yourself with the knowledge to manage it effectively.